Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Demarai Gray's injury is not as bad as first feared. That is according to the Liverpool Echo. The Everton winger limped out of the 3-0 defeat at Manchester City on Sunday with an abductor strain, and it was first feared that he would be out for at least 6 weeks. But apparently it isn't as bad as that, which is really good news. There's still no return date being put out there yet when Everton expect him to be back, but the sooner he returns, the better. Obviously, Everton have been ravaged with injuries this season, and if this one would have been worse, he's been key to the way we've played this season. So it's good news that it isn't as bad as what we first feared, and hopefully he will be back as soon as possible. Onyango has spoken of his delight at making his Premier League debut, albeit for a few minutes and in a defeat against Manchester City on Sunday. The young midfielder has come back from an injury against Manchester City in the Youth Cup at the end of last season. He's returned strongly. He's been back for about 6 or 7 weeks now, and he was delighted to get on the pitch on Sunday. And he's targeted more appearances in the first team. He's praised Rafael Benitez. His relationship with him, said the manager's been fantastic with me, told me exactly what I need to do, give me praise, and he's hoping that he can get himself in that first team more and more. And obviously at the moment, with the injuries and with injuries to players like Andre Gomez, Tom Davies, Abdoulaye Doucouré, who's still not back, it is an opportunity for Onyango to get himself some game time. So, it'd be great to see a young lad like that get in the first team and make an impact. I think it'd be a big boost to all us at the moment who are feeling rather down. Young Everton striker Lewis Dobbin still hasn't signed the contract that Everton offered him in August. There was talks ongoing. With that, Everton are still hopeful that the 18-year-old will put pen to paper on a new deal to keep him at the club. They don't want to see another one walk out. We saw Thierry Small leave the club in the summer. Dobbin has made a few appearances as a substitute in the Premier League this season. Scored on Monday night in the under-23 victory over Brighton. And yet looks a really good prospect. He might have even been further along in his development if he hadn't suffered an injury last season that kept him out for 4 or 5 months. So the club very hopeful that he will put pen to paper, but at the moment there is no sign of that one. Obviously, young Everton striker Ellis Sims signed his new deal last week, so Everton would be delighted if they could get Dobbin tied down to a new deal as well. And finally, former Everton winger Cliff Marshall has passed away today, aged 66, after a short illness. Marshall made 8 appearances for the club in the 70s. He retired, aged just 22, from football. Owned snooker halls and pubs around Merseyside after that. But sad news, he was, of course, the first black player ever to play for Everton Football Club. So thoughts with his family. That's it for the News Daily. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want more videos, join us over on Patreon. See you later.